Friends, and thank you as always for visiting the Legend Sports Universe YouTube channel, Legend Sports Universe, where legends play forever. The Legend Sports Universe Boxing Federation comes to you live tonight with a three-bout card as we continue the LSUBF Championship Tournament series. We will open up at light heavyweight, where Melio Bettina will face Montell Griffin in a 4-5 matchup in the 8-man tournament. We will then move on to welterweight, what should be a heck of a battle. Number 2 ranked Carmen Basilio will take on the heavy-hitting ragamuffin man Lloyd Honeyghan. And then in the main event, we head to heavyweight, where Vitali Klitschko will look to replicate his brother's victory as he takes on Canadian Tommy Burns in the heavyweight bracket. As is customary here, we will take our first trip behind the LSUBF fourth wall, look at a little bit of what's gone on behind the scenes in the title bout series of bouts that have led us up to this point, and also give some biographical data on fighters. As again, I do a deeper dive than what traditionally gets done in these things, so some of these fighters you may not be all that familiar with. We open up here with Melio Bettina and Montell Griffin, both fighters in the pre-prime stage of their careers in title bout. That gives them current ratings at the moment. Melio Bettina is rated a 7. Montell Griffin is rated a 5. Now, let me know that I frankly feel like they're kind of underrating Montell Griffin a little bit here. I thought Griffin was a solid fighter. He gets a lot of flack because he only beat Roy Jones for the title because of a disqualification, and then Jones dusted him. But Griffin was a solid fighter. So when you look at the 100 sim test run here that we do to kind of determine favorites and odds and stuff like that for the fights that are occurring, the title bout sim has Bettina winning 90% of the bouts against Griffin. I feel like that shortchanges Griffin a bit. Emilio Bettina was a solid and underrated fighter, but I kind of feel like he's a little bit heightened by title bout ratings, and Griffin is a little bit underdone. That's just my personal take there. As far as their best victories so far, Griffin has beaten Bettina. That was only Emilio Bettina's third bout of his career. Bettina comes into this, he's won 12 straight contests. So he did lose early on in both of their careers. Griffin was 5-0 at the time that fight happened. Melio Bettina was 1-0-1. And when he lost that, he lost his next bout before going on this 12-bout winning streak. Historically, Bettina, an American light heavyweight boxer known for his relentless pressure and durability, he won the vacant NBA Light Heavyweight Championship in 1939, defeating Tiger Jack Fox, a rugged southpaw who pressured opponents with volume punching and had a strong chin. Though he lost the title in his first defense to Billy Conn, he remained a tough contender throughout the 40s, facing all the top fighters of his era. Griffin, a slick, defensive-minded boxer with a unique style that frustrated opponents, he won the light heavyweight title in 1997, as we mentioned, with the disqualification victory over Roy Jones Jr. He was a skilled counterpuncher. His elusive movement and awkward angles made him difficult to hit. He did lose the title in the rematch with Jones, but like Bettina, he remained a top contender afterward, earning victories over James Toney, for example, and competing at an elite level for more than a decade. With that, let's get up to ringside. So we are ready to go here from the Grand Theater, our first bout of the card. A light heavyweight contest, Melio Bettina and Montell Griffin. Again, this is the left side of the light heavyweight bracket. The winner of this bout will face the winner of Zolt Erdai and Mate Parlon in a 1-8 matchup. Erdai 24-1 so far here in the LSUBF, came in as the top seed, though he is not considered the favorite in the tournament. That would fall to the third-seeded Michael Spinks, who got by Matthew Saad Muhammad in scintillating fashion in a couple of cards ago. So first we'll see here Melio Bettina. Bettina 5'9", the 72-inch reach, coming in here at 175. A pressure fighter with a high work rate. Bettina is durable. He's going to try to put relentless aggression, some quality inside fighting against this man, Montell Griffin. Again, Bettina 13-2-1 with the 9 knockouts. Griffin 13-1 with 6 knockouts. Griffin, an elusive fighter, terrific head movement, solid counter punching. He's a very strong defensive fighter. He is giving up a couple inches of height and a couple inches of reach in this contest. Bettina is going to put pressure on Griffin throughout this battle, so it's really going to be a matter of can Griffin hold up his slick style over the course of 10 rounds against the pressure that Bettina is going to provide against him. Griffin also not a hard puncher. Bettina not a powerhouse puncher either, but he certainly brings more thunder than Griffin does. So Griffin's going to have to rely on his defense, his slickness to evade Bettina to have success in this bout. Bettina is the favorite. Coming in as the fighters get out to ringside to get things started here. Final instructions from the referee, Penny Bayless, who's the only official in Undisputed. It's a good paycheck for all this heavy work. And we're ready. Round 1, Bettina and Griffin. Griffin fires the first shot, tries to go to the body. Sticks the body again. Now Bettina lands a short left. A little bit of feeling out at the moment. Good combination there from Griffin. 4-punch combo, a couple of those slip through. So Undisputed is supposed to do some sort of update in April. One of the things that this game really needs to fix is that awkward hands in front of the face while walking around the ring and kind of like turning to the side and stuff like that. For a game that's got so much visual positive going for it, that animation is what they ended up with here. Because in the early incarnations of this game, back when it was Esports Boxing Club, the fighters didn't move around like that. So, you know, as they would go to fix one thing and they'd break another. And it's something that's got to get fixed. Frankly, it looks horrible, especially when they're at a distance. As we get to the midway point here of round 1. Like that, for instance, because they're doing a little bit of a jiggerbug there. He's exchanging a little bit more, trying to get a little more shots off. Bettina fires off a couple of straight lefts there. Misses with the first left there, but hits with the second. Now it's Griffin moving for the distance. And Griffin's going to want to do that. He's going to want to move throughout the bout. Bettina, again, not an overly powerful puncher, but he packs enough of a shot that Griffin is going to have to respect it. And again, Griffin isn't a stand-in and trade fighter anyway. Job upstairs, downstairs there by Bettina. He gets back to the outside, so let's try to start once more. But now as he comes in, he's not throwing, and Bettina lands a couple of shots there in that exchange as we get to the final 20 seconds here of the opening round. Griffin goes up and down. Jab fell short, but the body shot landed. So no heavy thunder thrown in the opening round. Both fighters retreat to their corners for a brief respite to try to get some encouragement from the corner and perhaps a little bit more direction. Again, I've abandoned the orange and black graphics there at the bottom. I've reset them to the original blue and red because changing that coloring was causing, for whatever reason, the gloves to be black for all the fighters, and we didn't want that. Bettina, an old-time fighter, fights with the darker gloves. That's fine. Every fighter was fighting with dark gloves. And I kind of changed the scheme of this, and we didn't want that. Little uppercut there. If Griffin largely blocked that. So defends the body well there. Slow start here in round 2 from both fighters. Griffin in particular not doing much in these opening 30 seconds. Looks like he's kind of trying to find his angles on Bettina. Bettina's an aggressive fighter. He's not a terrible defensive fighter. So Griffin's not just going to be able to stay at a distance and pot shot him with ease. Too much landing from either man in that exchange. Oh, good right hand there from Bettina. That's the best punch of the fight so far. Catches Griffin there with a right. Tries to come up with a left there. Griffin blocks himself well. Utilizing that Philly shell defense. Griffin fighting much more defensively here in round number 2. But really not throwing enough punches. A solid defensive fighter, but this is not Willie Pep. He is not going to win a round on defense alone. He does have to do something from an offensive standpoint. Oh, but Griffin unloaded on an uppercut there, but Bettina was gone by the time it came across. Pops off 3 straight jabs, though. Good job there by Montell Griffin. That's a little bit more like what he wants to do throughout the course of this fight. Good body shot from Griffin. So it takes 2 minutes into round 2 before Montell Griffin starts to do something. But he has a good sequence there. Now Bettina coming in to try to put a little bit more pressure on him. Bettina hasn't done that much this round either, to be fair. Exchanges there, nothing really finds a home. 25 seconds left in round 2. Another good combination there from Griffin. He gets caught with a straight left there from Bettina. Griffin in the corner. He doesn't want to be there. Harder to use the talents he brings when trapped in the corner. So round 2 will come to a close. And Griffin didn't really do much for most of that round, but Bettina didn't take advantage of that. I actually still think that round probably goes to Montell Griffin. So probably at a round apiece here. Again, my card is, of course, meaningless and unofficial. Neither fighter really marked up to any significance through these first 2 rounds as they get ready for round number 3. Fighters meet out at center ring. Again, it took a while for round 2 to get going. Good combination there from Griffin off the bat here in round number 3, though. Bettina answers it with a combination of his own. Coming up later on the card, Carmen Basilio and Lloyd Honeyghan will be next up in what should be an entertaining bout. Basilio and Honeyghan are 2 fighters that should excite this crowd. And in the main event, we have a heavyweight battle as Vitali Klitschko brings a significant size and reach advantage against the tough and determined, but potentially undermanned Canadian Tommy Burns. Burns packs a lot into that smaller frame, though, for heavyweight. He may very well end up ultimately going down to cruiserweight. But Burns is not just going to go quietly into the night in that one. Midway through round 3 here. In a fairly balanced round, Bettina landing with a bit more frequency here in this third round. Griffin pops the jab off a little bit. Good left hand there for Melio Bettina. The fighter has been in any kind of trouble to this point. Bettina is a very solid body puncher, but he is not really working the body a lot to this point. Well, imagine the game plan there as Griffin fires off 6 punches unanswered from Bettina. I'm not sure most of them got through. Good short little left hand from Bettina lands there, but again, it's upstairs. So the presumption was that Bettina would come in here, try to work the body and slow Griffin down as the fight went on. But he really has not done extensive body work to this point. Closing 10 seconds here of round number 3. Griffin is moving a bit more at ease than he did in the opening round. I think his corner has got him on game plan. And he's not really doing anything that's hurting Bettina. But it feels like Bettina not necessarily quite fighting his fight. I don't know which way that round would go. I might lean towards Griffin. But neither fighter really did a whole heck of a lot of significance in round 3 there. We'll see if Bettina's corner gets him to try to start working that body a little bit more. CompuBox ringside scorecard has Bettina up 2-1. Although surprisingly, they gave Bettina that second round. I mean, I guess the fact that Griffin couldn't really do much for the first 2 minutes is probably what cost him that. But Bettina didn't really land anything of significance. He landed that 1 punch early in the round, and then from there, he didn't really do a heck of a lot. So I still felt like Griffin probably had the better round there. Third round was a borderline round, but I would still have Griffin up 2-1 at this point here in round number 4. I see Bettina starting to do a little more body work. Now he lands a couple of lefts upstairs. There's Bettina, the southpaw. Just fight inside. Oh, good shot there. On the inside, creates a little bit of space. Good right hand there. Fought Griffin, but not quite flush. Bettina backs off to kind of reset himself a little bit. And again, that's one of those things, you come into a fight, and it's not how judging is supposed to be done. But you're dealing with humans and their perceptions, and they kind of go a little bit away from the rules sometimes like that. So if you see that Bettina is a guy who's supposed to be the pressure fighter, good right hand there from Melio Bettina. That one found the mark. Fires off a couple of jabs there that land as well. The second one in particular off the forehand of Montell Griffin. But if a guy is not able or willing to fight the fight that seems to suit him, you kind of think the other fighter is dictating the terms of the fight, dictating the pace of the fight. And that can kind of sway judging a little bit in a close round. Griffin not really landing anything of significance here in this fourth. Bettina's fired home a couple of good shots. He's also evaded Griffin a bit well. Again, Bettina backs off a bit there. A little bit counter to the expectation of Melio Bettina. Final 10 seconds here of round number 4. I'm not sure Bettina wants to get into a 10-round chess match with Montell Griffin. But I do think that Bettina took that round. For whatever that is worth. Is round 4. Comes to a close. Again, fighters, just normal swelling to this point. Nothing of any kind of significance. Just two guys who've been in a fight for 4 rounds. Prepare for round number 5. Griffin, I think, is going to have to do a little bit more offensively over the long haul of this fight. Particularly if Bettina starts applying a little bit more of the pressure that we expected him to do coming in here. Combination there from Bettina. Griffin fires off a few, only lands one of them. Short combination there from Bettina. Not sure if the expectation is of Bettina's strategy here, backing off, is, as we've said, more than expected, to see if he can get Griffin to kind of come into him. But that's not really going to be Griffin's style. Griffin is not going to be the aggressor. Griffin's got a speed advantage here, but again, he's not throwing enough. Bettina at times is seeming like the faster fighter on those inside exchanges, even though he's not. Jab finds a home there from Griffin. He eats a couple of straight lefts there from Bettina. Body shot from Bettina. And we thought we would see a lot more body work from Melio Bettina to this point. He really hasn't midway through round number 5. That Red Bettina there in front of him didn't even throw a punch. Now there's Bettina, digs a double shot to the body. And not with a ton of authority there, but at least starting to work the body a bit. Griffin fires off a single body shot there. So Griffin's defense and elusiveness, I think, certainly have had a factor in perhaps trying changing Bettina's game plan. Bettina would like generally to throw more punches than he is throwing here, but he's adapting a bit to what Griffin's giving him. Might be adapting a little bit too much, as opposed to trying to dictate the pace here. We get to the final 15 seconds of round number 5. Bettina did some good work inside there. Griffin misses with the right, lands with the left, though, as the round comes to a close. Felt like a good round for Melio Bettina. Starting to do a little bit more inside work. You saw glimpses of the body work. Still not where we expected it to be. But again, Montell Griffin just is not doing enough offensively here, where if Bettina just applies sufficient pressure like he did in that round, it's going to be very hard for Montell Griffin to take rounds just solely on defense. He's got to throw more, and he does starting round 6. His corner clearly giving him the same message. Griffin coming in on Bettina there. Only threw one. Now he fires another, eats a left. And a couple body shots in there. You see Melio Bettina going to that body work we talked about earlier. We've talked as Teddy Atlas, has frequently noted for years and years and years, his old adage, body shots are putting deposits in the bank. And, usually in a fight of this kind of style matchup, Here, Bettina, you're going to work the body early to try to slow Griffin down to take advantage of him in the later rounds. Bettina's done this a little bit backwards in this fight. Griffin having a hard time landing with any significance, though. He did dig that body shot in. But Bettina's been a little bit better than advertised defensively. Slips that one from Griffin nicely. Digs a body shot into the ribcage there. And another one, Griffin tries to go to the body as well. Follow it up. Good combination there from Bettina. The second two were blocked, but the first two both got through. Good left-right. Out of Melio Bettina. Griffin really has not landed any blows of significance in this bout. Bettina's only landed a couple of shots that really seem like they've hurt Griffin. High shots. Right hand landed up top, but Griffin rolled with that one well. Right hand from Griffin is answered by a shot there from Bettina. And Bettina has a shot answered by one from Griffin. Kind of tit for tat here over these last 20 seconds. 30 seconds left here in round number 6. See the CompuBox scorecard after this round. We'll see how they're seeing it. Griffin firing off a few more punches here in this 6th round than he has previously and had a little bit more success. Still a fairly balanced round, though. See a little bit more swelling around the right eyes of both fighters. Nothing to be alarmed about to this point. So we'll see how the CompuBox card has it. I have it even right now. And that's potentially generous round 6 to Griffin. CompuBox scorecard disagrees. They've Melio Bettina 5 rounds to 1. I'm not sure I agree. I agree with that. I think at best, Bettina, you could certainly have given round 6 to Bettina. I think you could have Bettina up 4-2, but I do not think he is up 5-1 in this bout. Let's start round 7 here. Off strongly, though, with a good combination there early. From Bettina. Oh, good left hand. Melio Bettina. That's the best shot of the last few rounds. That one rattled Griffin's cage a bit. Griffin starts firing punches off in response. You could tell Bettina shook him a little bit with that one. As firing off jabs there, kind of at the same time. That's 3 shots in a row. They both fired at the same time. Looks like Bettina, actually. Man, at first, good evasiveness there by Montell Griffin, but he tries to stick off a jab that doesn't land in the aftermath of it. Man, Griffin, a fine defensive fighter, but he's not going to be able to win this fight on defense alone. Good stiff jab there from Griffin. That one snapped Bettina's head back. And a minute coming up here of round number 7. Hook combination upstairs from Bettina. Griffin guards that well, lands a good overhand right there. to the head of Bettina. 30 seconds left here in the 7th. Center angle, good body shot, and then an upstairs left from Bettina. As we get to the final 10 seconds. Round comes to a close. So, again, neither fighter really looks gassed, really looks worn down at this point by any means. I think Bettina landed the better shots there in the 7th. Griffin had a couple of moments. It was certainly the first time he's looked like he really stung Bettina with a shot, but I still think that was Bettina's round. In the corners, trying to get their fighters through the final 3 rounds of this fight. We prepare for round number 8. And Montell Griffin, I just think, needs to fire off a bit more punches. Be a little bit more aggressive. Bettina not quite fighting the style of fight we expected. Oh, he would try to overwhelm Griffin with pressure. He's fought a bit more measured. And I thought he would coming into this one. That's respect for Griffin's defense, but Bettina has overall been able to adapt his style, regardless of whether I agree with that adaptation. He's been able to adapt that style fairly well here. It also could be that him not fighting right to the style that he expects. A good combination there from Griffin. He hits a couple in the process. Bettina not fighting the way we expected could also, of course, be affecting Griffin in terms of his own punch output, although he's finding the mark here a bit in this 8th round. Another good jab there from Griffin. Good uppercut on the inside, though, from Bettina. That one got in, and Griffin gets his head snapped back. Pops off another couple of jabs, though, so Griffin weathers the shot from Bettina well. There's a body shot from Bettina, then upstairs. Things starting to open up. I think both fighters perhaps realizing this is at least I think it's a close fight. The CompuBox scorecard disagrees. Bettina trying to bob and weave, find some angles. As we get to the final minute here of round number 8. Moving around, not doing much right now. Over these last 20 seconds or so, final 30 seconds of the 8th round. Body shot from Griffin. Lands a left hook. Bettina tries to go to the body unsuccessfully. Get to the final 10 seconds. Round 8 will supposed to play out. Good combination there. Good work from Griffin there in the closing moments of the 8th round. That might be enough to steal the 8th for Montell Griffin. Let's see both fighters again. Swelling building a little bit around the right eye of each fighter. It is not a problematic situation for either fighter at this point. We head to the final 2 rounds of the bout. Fighters looking to move on to the light heavyweight semifinal. Round 9 begins. Griffin comes off the stool high, but then kind of stops himself midway and lets Bettina come to him a little bit. Both fighters at a distance. Only 2 punches thrown in the first 20 seconds. Jab to the body from Bettina. Boos from the crowd here at the Grand Theater, but there's kind of, the crowd has been as measured as the fight has been. I think the next fight on the card, Basilio and Honeyghan, end up being the best of the 3 fights on the card here tonight. That's an intriguing matchup. Fighters bobbing and weaving on the inside, looking for angles. Bettina lands a body shot as Griffin tries to kind of step into a jab there. But Griffin comes back, lands a pair of right hands. And pops home a jab. In times in this fight where Griffin bouncing on his toes on the outside, getting in, getting out, sticking the jab home as he creates a distance, has looked very, very solid. Just hasn't happened enough. Bettina lands a couple shots there. Griffin sticks him to the body. Misses with the left hand. Good job slipping that punch there from Melio Bettina. And it left here in round number 9. Griffin fires off a straight right hand. Bettina gets just out of range of it. Fires off a single jab and then backs off. Oh, good jab there landed from Griffin. Again, just single punches. Bettina pops a jab home as we get to the final 25 of the round. Bettina trying to dig into the body a bit. Round 8 started, and both of these guys were firing a bit more, and it looked like the fight was going to open up a bit. That lasted for about a minute in the 8th. Again, it was a bit more measured here throughout the end of the 8th and now through that 9th round. So, I don't think we're seeing either of these fighters at their best here, frankly. Still potentially a close fight. We will get to round 10 and we will see if things pick up with advancing to the semifinal on the line. And CompuBox is really in favor of Melio Bettina so far. I do not see that fight the same way, although I do have Bettina ahead. But that is, the CompuBox scorecard is giving Bettina a dominant effort here. I do not see that as being the case. Again, Griffin is just not putting on enough pressure. Here again, with Bettina not pressuring, and again, not the way that it should go, but it's almost like, well, if Bettina is not coming at Griffin, why isn't Griffin going to him? Which, of course, is unfairly penalizing Griffin for not fighting a style that isn't his, simply because Bettina is not fighting quite to script. That shouldn't require Griffin fight off script as well in order to win rounds. Getting in the minds of boxing judges. Far easier said than done. The midway point, good left hand there from Bettina. Griffin fires 6 straight punches off there, but Bettina was able to block most of them. And finds the mark. Griffin covers. Again, Griffin hasn't really thrown a punch of significance in the last 20 seconds here in a championship round. I'll call the championship round. Obviously not for the championship as of yet. 45 seconds remaining. There's Griffin firing combination. That last straight right hand landed pretty well. Tries to split the gloves with the jab there. Goes down to the body. Tina fires off a shot. Misses the mark as we get to the final 30 seconds. Things didn't open up as I kind of expected them to here in the 10th, but a lot of this fight hasn't quite worked the way I expected it to. In terms of styles particularly from Bettina. Griffin's fought the style that I thought he would. I'm just not sure it worked successfully. Where is your decision? Melio Bettina takes the unanimous decision to advance in the light heavyweight tournament. So Bettina will make the semifinal. He will take on the winner of Erdai and Parlov on the left-hand side. And there you see the CompuBox scorecard this time goes in lockstep with the judges. That is a clear, overwhelming, unanimous decision for Melio Bettina. I do not agree with that. Parlov says Bettina landed more punches per round. Threw a few more punches per round as well. You thought the more punches thrown would work. His jab was more effective than Griffin's jab, which is a bit of a surprise. So Montell Griffin will be heard from in this division, but he did not fight his best fight here tonight. Neither did Bettina, in my eyes, but the CompuBox scorecard disagrees. They loved what Bettina did as he cruises his way to a unanimous decision victory in the light heavyweight tournament over Montell Griffin. So with that, we get ready for the second bout on the card as we return behind the LSUBF fourth wall as we take a look. Carmen Basilio and Lloyd Honeyghan, who will do battle here in the welterweight tournament. The winner of this contest will face Sugar Ray Robinson, who won on the last card we had here on the channel. And both of these fighters in the pre-prime stages of their career. Most fighters in the LSUBF are at that point at the moment. Basilio currently rated a 7, Honeyghan rated a 6. At this stage in their careers, in the 100 sim test run, Basilio 161, Honeyghan 124. 15 draws. That is a high amount for the 100 sim. So you guys are largely even. Basilio has the edge, but they're considered fairly even against each other. I'm expecting this to be a really good, fun matchup. Style-wise, Basilio is just going to keep on coming. Honeyghan can get a little bit reckless. He's got some heavy hands. He's going to look to try to finish this off. So I think you're going to see an action-packed bout between these two fighters coming up here as we will go and we'll take a look at their careers to this point. Both of these fighters have defeated Felix Trinidad. That is each of their best wins. Trinidad has not fought much as of yet. He did not qualify for the tournament because he did not have the requisite 10 bouts. He's only fought 8 times, and he lost to Basilio in his second fight and Honeyghan in his third. So Felix Trinidad will be coming through this weight class. Again, the welterweight class so deep as it is. As for Basilio, a relentless pressure fighter known for his durability and relentless aggression, he won the World Welterweight Championship in 1955, stopping Tony DeMarco. He lost the title but regained it in a rematch in 1956. He later moved up to defeat Sugar Ray Robinson for the middleweight crown. His iron chin and relentless attack made him a fan favorite, and he was inducted into the Boxing Hall of Fame in 1990. Lloyd Honeyghan was a powerful, explosive boxer-puncher from Britain. He won the Undisputed Welterweight Championship in 1986, shocking Donald Curry in a dominant upset performance. Honeyghan's aggressive style and fast hands made him a very dangerous opponent. He defended the title multiple times before losing it in 1987, but he later regained a version of the championship. Known for his confidence and all action approach, he remains one of Britain's most exciting champions. So up next, we have our welterweight contest, Carmen Basilio and Lloyd Honeyghan. This should be a battle. Basilio ranked number 2, 13-1, 6 knockouts. Honeyghan ranked number 7, 13-2 with 12 knockouts. These guys are a fun style matchup. They're both aggressive. Honeyghan, a boxer puncher, Basilio a bit more of a swarmer. There's a bit more volume coming from Basilio, but he leaves himself open. Honeyghan is the harder puncher, but Honeyghan can leave himself open too, and Basilio hits hard enough that he can do some damage there. It's going to be just a matter of whether Basilio can kind of get inside Honeyghan's jab, battle with him inside, perhaps catch him as Honeyghan tries to go for the big shot. Basilio can take a great shot. He's going to have to weather some bombs from Honeyghan during the course of this one. This should be a very, very entertaining fight. The winner of this bout gets up next in the semifinal, Sugar Ray Robinson. Robinson remained undefeated as he defeated Paul the Punisher Williams in what arguably has been the best bout so far in the LSUBF Championship Tournament series of fights. That bout was on our last card. Williams gave Robinson all he could handle in that one. But Robinson ultimately coming through with the late 9th round knockout to move on to the semifinal. On the other side of the welterweight bracket has not occurred yet. Mike Carte will fight Carlos Palomino. Thomas Hitman Hearns will fight Jack Thompson. Presumptively, entering the tournament, Hearns and Robinson were the guys who were figured to fight for the title. Both of these men believe they've got a chance against anybody if they can advance through this one. Basilio and Honeyghan ready to go in the welterweight tournament. Bell sounds for round 1. And they're right at the center, and quickly Basilio fires all 3-4 punches. Fires again, takes a couple shots from Honeyghan there as well. Nothing timid about the start of this fight. Big right hand there from Honeyghan. Basilio gets out of dodge. That didn't catch him clean. Basilio tries to dig into the body there. Honeyghan successfully goes to the body. Right hand from Honeyghan. Basilio ducks underneath it, but he eats a jab. So a couple jabs of his own, but Honeyghan nowhere to be found. Right hand up top there from Basilio. He takes one from Honeyghan as well. So we're already seeing a much different style of bout than we saw between Melio Bettina and Montell Griffin in the opening bout. There's been no feeling out process here. Good right hand there from Honeyghan finds a home. Basilio just keeps on firing though. Good right hand from Carmen Basilio. Honeyghan ate that one. He eats a left as well. And Basilio does not have Honeyghan's power. Carmen Basilio just keeps coming. He will take whatever you fire at him. He will absorb a lot of punishment. Sometimes he can just grind you out. Good couple of shots there. Jabs from Basilio through the gloves of Lloyd Honeyghan. Basilio slips one nicely there. As we get to the final minute of round number 1. Fighters catch a breather here. Honeyghan circling. Basilio stalking. shot there from Honeyghan. Gets Basilio to cover. Basilio tries to work the body. Basilio, despite being very hittable, he is right there. He makes no real effort to keep a distance or anything. He is going to come right in your grill. Final 10 seconds. Good job by Basilio to get under that jab. Comes back, fires again. Slips another pair of punches from Honeyghan. And the opening round comes to a close. So, an entertaining first round here from Carmen Basilio and Lloyd Honeyghan for the honor of facing Sugar Ray Robinson in the next round. Again, whoever wins this bout will be a prohibitive underdog in that contest. Honeyghan believes he's got the power to stop anybody. Basilio is not going to be a comfortable night at the office for anybody either. Short uppercut from Honeyghan lands inside. There's a law on the ropes. Basilio tries to corner Honeyghan. Honeyghan circles his way back out to ring center. Ooh, good uppercut on the inside from Basilio. That's his best shot of the fight. The best shot from either fighter of the fight, actually, so far. That's a nice job there by Basilio. Splits the gloves, wings the left hand. Lands on Honeyghan. Gets away from the second one. Lands a right, eats a jab in the process. Honeyghan tries to fire a short right hook there. Basilio got his glove up, at least partially blocked that. Now Honeyghan firing off. Left hand there from Honeyghan. Basilio just staying right there in the kitchen, though. Variation there. Right hook followed by the jab from Honeyghan. Basilio again tries to go downstairs. Both fighters blocking each other's blows there during that sequence. Inside a minute left in round two. Good combination there from Basilio. So Basilio's done a nice job here early. Can he keep applying this pressure on Honeyghan for 10 rounds? Honeyghan lands a good combination there. He's also got to try to apply that pressure without walking into a big shot. Honeyghan sticks. Good work there. Honeyghan alternating between jab and body work. Gets inside there. Final 10 seconds here of this second round. Again, Basilio just keeps on coming. As round two comes to a close. So, 2 rounds in, Carmen Basilio is fighting the kind of fight he wants to fight to this point. Honeyghan in his corner, getting a little bit of encouragement. They want to see a little bit more out of him, I think. The message from Lloyd Honeyghan's corner. Basilio is right there for you. You've just got to take advantage of it. Honeyghan off the stool. We'll see if he can do just that as we get to round number 3. I think Carmen Basilio has won each of the first 2 rounds. as is evidenced in the first fight, CompuBox, their scorecard, and the judges don't really care what I think. I do think that Bettina Griffin scorecard was much wider than that fight should have been. I think the right guy won, but that was not a 99-91 fight. Job there. Basilio lands a thudding shot. Honeyghan trying to swing up high. Basilio doing a good job defending himself there, though. And defense, not Carmen Basilio's forte, to put it light. Good shot upstairs there from Honeyghan. That jab landed. Fires another jab home, but he eats a straight right hand from Basilio in response. Sticks another jab home. Fighters defending pretty well there on the inside. Good uppercut from Basilio. Again, Honeyghan can get a little bit reckless. He can leave himself open. So far, the biggest shots landed in the opening 3 rounds of this bout have been from Carmen Basilio, not the more powerful Lloyd Honeyghan. Final minute here in round number 3. Basilio trying to dig into the body. "30 seconds left. Again, digging a couple right hooks around the gloves there of Basilio. Overall defending himself well. Again, starting to get through that guard a little bit. 10 seconds left here in the third. Good straight jab there from Basilio as Honeyghan came in on it. Good right hand from Honeyghan, though. That's a good shot from Lloyd Honeyghan to finish off round number 3. I still think that's a Carmen Basilio round, though. We'll see what the CompuBox scorecard says, as it'll tell me I'm stupid, no doubt. I like the work that Carmen Basilio has done to this point. Honeyghan really has not. He's certainly had his moments, but I feel like Basilio has just had more of his way through these first 3 rounds. Honeyghan's corner wants to see more from him. And you see, they've got Basilio up 2-1. All right, I can deal with that. Honeyghan pumping that jab, but Basilio nowhere to be found. Moving, not throwing at this point. Basilio not really throwing much either. Combination there from Honeyghan. The left really only glanced. The right hand shot landed a bit better. Tries to get Basilio against the ropes. Basilio is able to get away from it. Out in the center ring. Good uppercut there from Basilio. Splits the gloves from Honeyghan. Basilio trying to dig into the body on Lloyd Honeyghan there. With a right hand to Honeyghan. Honeyghan beats him to the jab, but Basilio fires 4 or 5 punches after that. Again, none of them landing with thunder. Honeyghan is getting hit a decent amount here. Basilio just has been relentless to this point. Honeyghan pops the jabs home. Tries to go to the body. 1.5 left here in round number 4. Oh, big uppercut from Lloyd Honeyghan. His best punch of the fight, and that freezes Basilio. Honeyghan in pursuit, gets inside. Basilio Gets his wits about him, fires an uppercut and a jab, perhaps back Honeyghan off a little bit. Basilio seems like he's all right. That was a thunderous uppercut from Lloyd Honeyghan. That left here in the fourth. A good uppercut on the inside from Honeyghan. Trying to go to the body. Basilio in a bit more protective mode at the moment. Perhaps a residual effect from the first big uppercut from Honeyghan. Nonetheless, Basilio is still the one coming at him. Honeyghan by no means a wallflower of a fighter, but Basilio has been the one trying to press the action to this point. Inside the final 30 seconds here of round number 4. Jab there from Honeyghan. Good right hand. Then he digs one to the body. Then back upstairs. Good work there from Honeyghan in that last exchange. Final 10 seconds of round number 4. Comes to a close. Felt like a good round for Lloyd Honeyghan, which, if the CompuBox scorecard was right through 3 rounds, would give us an even bout at the moment. We're seeing some swelling, a bit around the left eye of Carmen Basilio, to a lesser extent around the right eye of Lloyd Honeyghan. And Basilio can be damaged. He takes a lot of shots, just the nature of how he fights. He gets hit. He's relentless, but he does get tagged, and that is dangerous ground in there with Lloyd Honeyghan. Round 5 underway here. Basilio stalking, Honeyghan circling. Basilio wants to try to cut the ring off on it. He's got to be careful what he's wading into. Neither fighter throwing much in those first 30 seconds here of the 5th. Now Basilio fires away. Honeyghan defends himself well, though. Able to evade the punches from Basilio. Nobody's really landed anything of significance here through the first 45 seconds of round number 5. Pair of left hands. Good job there from Honeyghan, but Basilio digs into the body to follow up. Oh, good uppercut from Basilio, and he follows it up with a couple of jabs. On the inside, both fighters fire away. Good short jab there from Honeyghan, but that one caught him clean. Up here on the midway point of round number 5. Terrific scrap going on so far. Carmen Basilio and Lloyd Honeyghan. Short uppercut inside from Honeyghan, splits the gloves. Popping the jab there. There's a combination, no coming out of it from Basilio. Defending there by Basilio. Honeyghan fired off 4 punches there, but none of them really got through. His gloves are arms. Now, good evading there for a bit from Basilio, but the last 2 shots there, straight right hands from Honeyghan landed, albeit short, without a full extension. Certainly scoring blows. Honeyghan tries to dig into the body of Basilio. Good right hand over the top from Basilio, though. Honeyghan digs to the body again, then gets back upstairs. Again, both fighters kind of alternating who's doing the scoring. Can these guys keep this up for another 5 rounds? Good work through 5. Carmen Basilio, Lloyd Honeyghan. See Carmen Basilio in his corner. Still has a bit of that swelling around the left eye. It has not really progressed too much, though. He is okay at the moment. But Honeyghan looks none the worse for wear at this point either. Again, Basilio not a heavy puncher, but he's landed some good, solid shots on Lloyd Honeyghan to this point as round 6 opens up. Basilio digs into the body. Again, just digging, trying to wear Honeyghan down with volume, pressure, good sustained body punching. And a short little uppercut there. Honeyghan fires off a right hook, but it's off the glove. Swinging right hand misses from Basilio, but he follows it up with a couple of lefts. Good left there from Honeyghan. Slips a little left uppercut in there after a pair of right hands were blocked. Basilio digging into the body again. Good short left hand there from Basilio. Honeyghan eats it well. That doesn't stop it from being a significant scoring blow. Right hand there from Honeyghan lands again. Honeyghan's fired off a few hard shots that have kind of landed, but he's kind of got them a bit glancing rather than getting Basilio flush. With that right hand midway through round number 6. Going to the body. Entertaining fight so far between Basilio and Honeyghan. Basilio again trying to invest in the body work. Honeyghan back against the ropes. Good right hand there from Basilio. Nice 6th round here for Carmen Basilio. The fighters able to block each other's blows there in that last exchange. 30 seconds left in round 6. Left there from Basilio lands as Honeyghan steps into a jab. Left hand from Honeyghan lands. Second one lands as well. Second one had a little bit more pop on it as we get to the final 10 seconds of round number 6. Honeyghan to the body, then upstairs as the round comes to a close. So I think that round goes in the ledger of Carmen Basilio. We could get another CompuBox scorecard look here as round 6 comes to an end. Honeyghan's corner. Wants a bit more from him. He is not taking advantage of it. This fight is even right now on the CompuBox scorecard. I would agree with that assessment. This has been a good one here. Basilio and Honeyghan giving us everything that we thought we would get. Basilio. Good combination there, but he gets caught with a short shot there from Honeyghan. Honeyghan has not been able to really crack Basilio, though, despite the fact that Basilio has been right there in front of him. Certainly has landed a couple of nice shots, but he rattled Basilio once earlier on. That was about it. He's landed some scoring shots, but he's not really been able to load up, despite the fact that Basilio is right in front of him. Honeyghan has not really landed that power shot that he's waiting for. Minute into round number 7 here. Basilio just continues to come at Lloyd Honeyghan. The pressure that you thought you'd get from Basilio, he has played right to form here. So he was defending himself a little bit better than we expected him to do to this point. That's serving him well, obviously. Coming up on a minute left in round number 7. Both fighters hold off punching for about 20 seconds, and now we're back exchanging. Short little jab lands from Honeyghan. Good right hand there from Honeyghan lands. Final 30 seconds of the 7th. Fairly restful round so far here in the 7th. That was by the standard these fighters have set through the first 6 rounds of this bout. Left hand from Honeyghan lands around the gloves. Again, the right hand landed too, but just not quite clean. Just a little bit off with those punches, Lloyd Honeyghan, as round 7 closes out. So again, we've mentioned earlier on, both fighters experiencing a little bit of swelling around the left eye of Basilio, around the right eye of Honeyghan. Both corners have done a nice job to keep the swelling from escalating as this bout has gone on. Here's round number 8. Up next, Vitali Klitschko and Tommy Burns in the heavyweight tournament. Vladimir Klitschko has already advanced. They're on opposite halves, so if the Klitschko brothers are to fight, it'll be in a championship bout. We've still got a little bit of work to go before we get to that point. Winner of Vitali Klitschko and Tommy Burns will face the winner of Jimmy Ellis and Tommy Morrison. Vladimir Klitschko will face the winner of Floyd Patterson and Ken Norton. We'll go at it on our next card. For now, we are stuck in this terrific scrap. Carmen Basilio and Lloyd Honeyghan leaving it all out there. And Basilio has done a terrific effort, I feel like, here. He's been able to sustain his pressure. He took a little bit of a break in round 7, which might have let Honeyghan take that round, although Honeyghan didn't really seem to take that much advantage of it. But Basilio landed good shots again here in the 8th. Honeyghan has just seemed a touch off. He lands a good little short left hand there. The Ragamuffin Man brings a good amount of thunder. So far, Basilio has been able to apply the pressure without really eating real heavy shots. Easy to say when you're not the one taking them. Minute left here in round number 8. Hand from Basilio misses there. Honeyghan lands a decent body shot, pops off a couple of jabs, goes back downstairs. Basilio backs off a little bit. Good work there from Honeyghan. Honeyghan finding a home for the right hand, but Basilio fires back, lands a couple, gets Honeyghan to stop. Honeyghan now comes forward again. Fires off another couple of shots. Again, those seeming off the arms of Carmen Basilio. Good job there from Honeyghan. Honeyghan starting to find a little bit better range with those punches here late in round number 8. Basilio doesn't seem to care too much, though. He's just continuing to come full as the round comes to a close. Ooh, left hand from Honeyghan there at the bell. And now you've got a cut here on Carmen Basilio. Looks like it's across the bridge of the nose. So not a terrible spot for a cut, but that cut is flowing pretty nicely. Carmen Basilio has been opened up by Lloyd Honeyghan. That can sometimes play with the minds of the judges a bit. Gives the impression that a fighter is taking a ton of punishment. So now, blood on the face and chest of Carmen Basilio. We'll see if that gets Lloyd Honeyghan to try to open up, and he comes out firing here in round number 9. Fires a jab there. Another short one, goes for a body shot. Basilio gets away from it. Combination from Basilio. Second shot digs into the ribs. Jab from Honeyghan, another jab from Honeyghan, and another one. Basilio does not want to keep on eating those jabs from Lloyd Honeyghan here. Now with that nose, I'm not sure if the nose is broken or just a cut across the bridge. Honeyghan pops another jab home. Basilio keeps throwing. Now Honeyghan goes downstairs a minute in to round number 9. We'll get our final look at the CompuBox scorecard at the end of this round. Combination there, Basilio just unloading, firing away. Not Lloyd Honeyghan, but Honeyghan meets him, measures, and here we go. Both fighters just standing there in the phone booth firing. Basilio fires. Honeyghan tries to get away from it, sticks a couple of jabs home. Basilio having a harder time stopping that jab as Honeyghan's kind of blasted through the guard a little bit. Now Basilio backs against the ropes. That's not where he wants to be. Honeyghan trying to box him into the corner. Basilio turns it around. Basilio swings an uppercut, then misses. Honeyghan steps in, lands a right hand, takes a shot to the body, though, as he does so, as we get to a minute 10 left here in this 9th round. Welterweight tournament, Carmen Basilio and Lloyd Honeyghan have put on a quality effort here for the right to face Sugar Ray Robinson in the semifinal. From Honeyghan. Right hand from Honeyghan. That's short, straight right hand from Basilio lands. The blood still flowing out of that cut on the nose of Carmen Basilio. Ooh, good body shot from Honeyghan. Winging shot upstairs, missed, but he followed it up with a body shot that found the mark. He digs another one into the body of Basilio. Good sequence there from Lloyd Honeyghan. Basilio fires off a couple of right hands, though. Fighters exchange again at the bell as round 9 comes to a close. Basilio's corner unable to get the blood to stop flowing on that nose cut there. Needs to put a deal with that for one more round, it would appear. And a little bit of swelling around the eyes of Lloyd Honeyghan, but overall, he seems like he is okay. Kind of run-of-the-mill swelling. The cut, again, the cut not in a terrible spot. And the CompuBox scorecard has Honeyghan having won the last 3 rounds. And building up a 3-point lead entering the 10th. Basilio fires early here in round 10. I have Honeyghan up a point at this point, 86-85. If the CompuBox card is right, it would mean that Basilio would need at least a knockdown here in this 10th round. Uppercut from Basilio, slips through, fires off a couple of jabs. Right hand falls short of the mark. Honeyghan sticks a jab home. Evades a couple of shots there from Basilio. Again, evades a couple of shots. That right hand, though, from Basilio lands, but he eats a left hand from Honeyghan. Oh, good stiff jab there from Carmen Basilio. Honeyghan digs into the body. Basilio blocks the third, but the first two of those landed. Midway through round number 10. Good action bout here between Carmen Basilio and Lloyd Honeyghan. Basilio still coming. Honeyghan backs against the ropes. Honeyghan almost looking a little bit tired there. Basilio lands a couple of shots. And relentless pressure from Carmen Basilio. But Honeyghan spins him around into the corner. Basilio trying to fight his way out of it. Fighters exchange, and Basilio gets Honeyghan to back off. But then he eats a right hand. Left hand there finds the mark. Body shot. Good work there. Combination from Honeyghan. Left hand lands again. Now it's Honeyghan trying to pour on punches there and keep Basilio from being able to fire. Right hand from Basilio lands. Both fighters slow down momentarily, perhaps gearing up for one last spurt. 20 seconds left in the bout. Right hand from Honeyghan lands. Basilio fires off 3 shots. Honeyghan had the gloves up, though. But those are mostly off the gloves of the arms. Which is Basilio at the end of that left hand. It's good body work there from Basilio. Comes back upstairs with the jab. Good work. Carmen Basilio, Lloyd Honeyghan, a terrific bout here at welterweight. And the decision goes to Lloyd Honeyghan. So Honeyghan does enough. He is tested in a great effort from Carmen Basilio here. Basilio does win the 10th round, but Lloyd Honeyghan, and the cards kind of looks like they were the cards in lockstep here for all 3 judges. On this one, 96-94, all across the board for Lloyd Honeyghan. So Honeyghan is tested, but he advances. He will face Sugar Ray Robinson in the semifinal. But a terrific bout here between Basilio and Honeyghan. And Carmen Basilio, he fought exactly the way you would expect Carmen Basilio to. There was no deviating from the game plan. He was not scared of Honeyghan's power, which he knew he possessed. He stood right there with him. He put the pressure on. He fought in that swarming style that he is so good at. He was cut late. But overall, I was very impressed with the effort that Carmen Basilio gave in this one. An entertaining bout. But at the end of the night, Lloyd Honeyghan is the one who advances in the welterweight tournament to face Sugar Ray Robinson in the semifinal. So we'll go behind the LSUBF fourth wall one final time for the night as we get ready for the main event in the heavyweight bracket of the LSUBF Championship Tournaments. Vitali Klitschko and Tommy Burns, both fighters in the pre-prime stages of their careers. That puts Klitschko at a 9, a very good rating, as is the 8 carried by Canadian Tommy Burns. Klitschko won 62 in the 100 sim test fight, so he has an advantage here. But by no means is Burns, a weak fighter who's just going to kind of fade away in this one. Klitschko has the advantage, obviously a huge size and reach and weight advantage. Burns is going to come at him for 10 rounds or for however long he's able to last in the bout. Take a look at what these fighters have done here in the LSUBF to this point in their careers. Klitschko, his best victory to this point, a 7th round stoppage of Ken Norton. We will see Norton on the next card as he faces Floyd Patterson on the other half of the heavyweight bracket. For Tommy Burns, a really gritty, grinded out victory against the very tough Ray Mercer. He earned a majority decision in that bout against Mercer. A very strong win for Burns. Burns, again, will likely end up as a cruiserweight, but he did win the heavyweight title. He gets to start off in the heavyweight division, and we'll see how far he can make it here. Klitschko, a dominant heavyweight known for his iron chin, powerful jab, and relentless volume punching, won the WBC Heavyweight Championship in 2004, stopping Corey Sanders. Injuries forced him to retire in 2005, but he reclaimed the title in 2008, held it till 2012. An 87% KO ratio, Klitschko was nearly impossible to stop, never knocked down, and he later became the mayor of Kyiv, Ukraine. Tommy Burns was an aggressive, fast-handed heavyweight who made history as boxing's first undisputed world champion under 6 feet tall. He won the World Heavyweight Championship in 1906 by defeating Marvin Hart and defended the title 11 times, fighting all over the world. In 1908, he lost in a historic bout against the great Jack Johnson. Despite being undersized, Burns relied on his speed, mobility, and toughness to compete with much larger opponents throughout a very strong career. It is now time for the main event of the evening as we head to heavyweight, where Vitali Klitschko battles Canadian Tommy Burns. This is an uphill climb, literally and figuratively, for Burns. Burns giving up a foot in height. He is giving up 60 pounds in weight. He is giving up 7 inches in reach. As we mentioned earlier on, we were kind of previewing this fight. Burns probably ends up settling in at cruiserweight. But since he did fight at heavyweight during his time, we let him go into the heavyweight tournament, and he's gone 14-1 with 9 knockouts to this point. Klitschko 10-1 with 7 knockouts. So Burns is the higher rated fighter, or the higher ranked fighter, I should say, at this point. But nobody thinks that Burns is the better fighter than Vitali Klitschko here. Again, just in terms of one-on-one as far as the matchup goes. There's just a lot that Tommy Burns has going against him in this one. He is durable. He can take a shot. He's certainly got a speed advantage on Klitschko. But to get inside Klitschko's jab, work the body, and Klitschko is susceptible to body punching. Burns is going to have to get inside that jab and stay in the pocket, and that is dangerous when you're giving up that much power and that much size. So even, if Burns can do what he needs to do in this fight, he kind of puts himself into a different problem, than the one that's clear to everybody on the surface, just from the size perspective. But Burns is a game fighter, and he will give it his best shot here to try to advance. Again, this is only the second of the 4 heavyweight bracket bouts. The winner of this contest will face the winner of Jimmy Ellis and Tommy Morrison. On the other side, Vladimir Klitschko has advanced. He defeated Max Schmeling. And on the next card, Floyd Patterson will battle Ken Norton. So we're ready to go, Klitschko and Burns. You can just see, looking at them, the massive size advantage that Vitali Klitschko has here. Burns gets inside, lands an uppercut. Klitschko can be criticized, as a lot of those big fighters with the big jabs, him, his brother, Lennox Lewis as not being exciting, not doing enough, playing it safe. And you wonder if Klitschko may decide to take more chances instead of fighting his normal style fight against a guy who he figures he has the physical gifts over. Klitschko's smart here. Klitschko could theoretically just stay on the outside, pop that jab home at a distance, and cruise for 10 rounds. Most likely. Again, that's not an insult to Burns. That's just a fact of the matter in terms of size. So far through the first minute, though, Burns has been able to fire. Again, he's firing a lot more punches than Klitschko. But he's also finding a way to land some of them here in the early go. And Klitschko is not staying really at a distance. Again, Burns is not letting him to this point. And Burns, despite the height disadvantage, is trying to land shots to the head. Again, body shots are Burns' calling card. See, Klitschko sticks the jab, sticks the right hand. Burns able to stay at a range, though. Again, swinging up high. Burns there's shot to the body after he landed a jab. Klitschko really hasn't done much here in the opening round. It's just kind of waiting to see how Burns is going to try to navigate this bout. Short left hand there from Klitschko. That shot barely seemed to hang off the gloves of Burns. There are a couple groans from the crowd want a little bit more action here. That's falling on Klitschko. Burns is trying. Burns is throwing punches. Klitschko really has not done much of anything. He eats a couple of left hands there from Burns as we get to the final 10 seconds of round one. Another jab up high from Burns lands. Fighters exchange at the bell. So that round has to go in the ledger of Tommy Burns just because Vitali Klitschko didn't do anything. Kind of a wait-and-see round for Klitschko, but that was basically a giveaway round in my mind from Vitali Klitschko. See if he comes out with a little bit of a different tactic in round two. Burns kind of stands at ring center. Klitschko kind of stays at the distance. And again, you figure Klitschko is going to stay at the distance. He should, but he's got to throw some punches along with that. There you see he fires off a couple. Lands a jab to the body. The other stuff didn't really land, though. Both body shots from Burns. Klitschko lands a right-left there. Body shot blocked. Burns not really showing fear as of yet, though, of getting into Klitschko's kitchen. Again, if you can get inside that reach, you can take the jab and the lot of the power of that full extension from Klitschko away. But then at that point, he was dealing with the weight of Klitschko and the size advantage leaning on you. But Burns right now splits the gloves with an uppercut. Body shot there from Klitschko. Burns defending himself fairly well. We got a couple of shots there. Good body shot there from Klitschko. Burns continues to fire away. Klitschko pops a jab. Pops a straight right hand. It's the bulk of his offense. Jabs and straights. Use the size advantage. So Klitschko letting the hands go a little bit more here in this second round. You see Burns basically just tucking the chin as he walks in. Trying to get to the inside. The other thing about it, Burns is able to get inside because of the height advantage. Klitschko kind of has to punch down at him. So he's giving up some leverage and losing some snap on those punches as well. Again, it's just a matter of whether Burns can get inside and do that for the duration of the bout as we get into the final minute here of round number 2. Because of the foot height advantage, Klitschko's midsection is basically right there in prime power shot area for Burns. So Burns can kind of load up on work to the body there. Lands a right hand up top, though, on Klitschko. Final 15 seconds of round number 2. Klitschko lands a right. Burns' jab falls short. And round 2 comes to a close. So Klitschko let the hands go a little bit more in the earlier part of that round. His corner probably still wants to see him doing a bit more. You don't want to give away rounds to Burns just because Burns is applying the pressure. I still would probably put that round in Klitschko's ledger. You could make a Burns argument for round 2 there. So here we go with round number 3. Vitali Klitschko and Tommy Burns. Jab, pair of straight right hands from Klitschko. That's kind of the rhythm he wants to get himself into. Pops off a couple more jabs there, splits the gloves of Burns. Good left hand, though, from Burns, but Klitschko answers with a couple more shots. Jab landed from Burns. The right hand was blocked well. Klitschko bounces a couple of rights off the side of Burns' head. Both fighters blocking blows there. Klitschko defending himself well. One right hand from Burns slipped through there. Klitschko landed a couple shots on the inside. Body shots are what takes a lot of, the starch out of a fighter. So Klitschko working the body on Burns, the height advantage for Klitschko actually makes the body work part of it difficult. This is with a short uppercut there. Burns able to evade. Tries to go to the body. Klitschko protects. Past the midway point here in round number 3. Klitschko, big right hand. That one found the mark. Klitschko's best punch of the fight there comes a little bit under 50 seconds left in round number 3. Thirty seconds remain. Klitschko doing a little bit better job this round, kind of using his size advantage. Pops the jab, pops the right hand. That's where Klitschko wants to be. Burns comes right back inside on him. He's not going to be intimidated. Give Tommy Burns that. He is willing to step in there. He eats an uppercut for his trouble to close out the 3rd round. So a solid round that time for Klitschko, who perhaps kind of settling into form here. Burns, certainly continues to give a good effort, but he got stuck with a few good shots in that 3rd round. Klitschko started to use his advantages. We'll check in with the CompuBox scorecard for the first time here. And they have Vitali Klitschko up 2-1. And jab lands. Burns blocks the right hand. Burns backs off. Now comes in. And just Burns is working at such a disadvantage from a size perspective in this fight. Even a terrific effort. You know, Burns could fight a very good fight here and still come out on the short end. Has to dig into the body. Klitschko able to land a couple of shots to the rib cage, the upper rib cage. Again, that height advantage playing into that. Ball jabs there from Klitschko land. Dicks another one. He lands that good stiff jab. He's stopping Burns in his tracks. Burns lands a couple of right hands there. Lands a uppercut there. Good job by Tommy Burns. Hops off a jab. Klitschko backs off to try to recreate the space. Burns keeps on coming, though. Be careful not to walk into anything. Combination there from Klitschko, but Burns goes up top again with a right hand. He's going to get into a habit of eating 3 to land 1 against Vitali Klitschko, though. Digs in with the body shot, goes up top, but Klitschko protects well. Jabs as Klitschko gets backed into the corner. Klitschko should never be letting himself be backed into the corner by a guy who has this big a size advantage on. Klitschko's corner yelling at him to that effect. Body shot there from Burns. Fighters hold back for a little bit. Now they fire off. Klitschko goes to the body. And Klitschko's body shots landing that kind of that upper rib cage area right behind the elbows of Burns, who eats a couple of jabs there from Klitschko. Burns finding it harder and harder. He's had a couple of moments in this round, but Klitschko is starting to kind of dictate the terms of this fight after an overly passive round number 1. Klitschko's corner happy with the work he's doing at the moment. Burns' corner letting him know he has to get back to applying a bit more pressure. There's a risk involved in that. There is no reward for staying outside against Klitschko. Burns is not going to win that battle. Round 5 underway. Burns fires off a couple shots right at the start. Eats a couple of jabs from Klitschko. Klitschko is so strong. I mean, even if Burns gets the gloves up there, Klitschko can kind of hammer his way through the guard a little bit. Klitschko just pops off that single jab. Burns tries to throw a few punches, but Klitschko is already backed away from him by then. Dixon with another jab. Left from Burns lands. But the jab of Vitali Klitschko starting to find a home. Uppercut from Burns misses. Takes a couple shots to the body. First one got through. Second one was blocked. That first body shot got through from Burns. There's an awkwardness, despite the obvious advantage that the size gives. There is an awkwardness that the size advantage creates for Klitschko as well. Having to punch on a fighter significantly smaller than you. course, you'd still rather have that than the other way around. Midway point of round number 5. Again, Klitschko drops a jab, backs away. Another jab finds the home. Burns lands a body shot. Right hand from Klitschko and another one. Burns gets the glove up, but Klitschko landed a couple there. Left-right combination. Burns defends well. Tries to go up top, but Klitschko guards, pops him with another jab. Burns doing a bit more of trying to get inside, though, here in this round. Back to trying to apply the pressure. Paying a bit of a price for it. But again, it's the only way that Burns can try to do anything in this fight. Fires off a couple of shots there. Up high on Vitali Klitschko. Up on 30 seconds. It's up high. Klitschko ducks. Burns never fired the punch off. 20 ticks remaining in the 5th. Right hand. Well, Klitschko a bit there, but not clean. As round 5 prepares to come to a close. So, this one certainly seems, at least, like it is settling in for Vitali Klitschko. Burns' corner again emphasizing you've got to keep that pressure up for the full 3 minutes. Fully recognizing it is easier said than done. He did it at points in that round, but still was not able to keep the pressure relentlessly, and that's what he's got to do. Round 6 begins. Pops a jab there. Klitschko kind of got caught a little bit with his hands down. With the left hand, good combination there from Burns. Tries to go up top, but Klitschko picks it off with the glove. Burns trying to duck underneath. And Klitschko puts himself in a corner. There's no reason for that. He was not under pressure. He backed himself into the corner, and Burns doing some good body work in the corner there. Klitschko lands a right. He turns it around. But he took a couple of very good body shots there from Tommy Burns in the corner. That's just an error by Klitschko. He should never end up trapped in a corner, given his physical advantages in this bout. Fighters exchange jabs there. The midway point. And we will check back in with the CompuBox scorecard at the end of this 6th round. And that is unofficial, as is mine. Burns lands a crisp, short left hand there. Burns protects well. He's got Klitschko. Klitschko started coming at him, then thought a little bit better of it. Klitschko hasn't really done too much here in this 6th round. Burns again protects. Fires off a left-right there. Neither of those found the mark. So neither fighter has scored extensively here in this 6th round. Good body shot there, though, from Burns. The only real moment of any significance here in this 6th round was when Burns had Klitschko in the corner. That might be enough to give Burns this 6th round. As the bell sounds. So fighters retreat to their corners to get further advice. Neither fighter blemished at this point. I would give that round to Tommy Burns. I still have Klitschko up 4 rounds to 2 through 6. Let's see if the CompuBox scorecard agrees with me on that front. Burns breathing a little heavier. Neither fighter marked up at all at this point. There you see, that is CompuBox card has Klitschko having won all 5 rounds since the first. I gave Burns that 6th round. I just didn't feel like Klitschko really did anything there. So, CompuBox has Klitschko up 5-1. I have him up 4-2 as round 7 gets underway here. Jab up top. Burns continues to try to stalk. Go catches him. Feints upstairs, goes to the body. One opens up to the head, and Burns lands a good right hand there. Oh, good jab there from Klitschko as Burns came in on him. Once again, tries to go upstairs and then goes to the body. Throws off a couple of straight right hands there off the arm of Klitschko. Does pop off a jab, though. Oh, it's up with a right hand that misses the mark. Go backs off, though. Nick Burns coming. Good body shot there. Finds a home. Klitschko wings a right hand. Burns gets out of the way. Left right combo there from Klitschko. Jab straight, jab straight. That's the Klitschko formula. Burns lands a couple in that exchange. Tries to go down to the body. Klitschko covers himself up well. Right hand from Burns lands. Burns has done a better job the past couple rounds defending himself. 40 seconds remain in the 7th. And Burns is giving himself a good effort here. He is just somewhat outgunned. Klitschko's not really doing much, though, in this 7th round. Burns is doing more of the aggression, and he's landing more shots right now. And Klitschko, I kind of felt like gave away that 7th round. Could be a little bit dangerous there for Vitali Klitschko, and his corner is letting him know it. It's gotta do a little bit more than that. That kind of had a 1st round feel for Vitali Klitschko. Now, who gave away that opening round in the bout as well. We get ready for round number 8 here. He fires off several punches. None of them find a home. Body shots. Right hand up top from Burns. And another right hand from Burns finds a mark. Good body shot there from Klitschko. Right hand right in the sternum. Solid shot from Vitali Klitschko. But Burns keeps coming. Lands a body shot. Lands one up top and a right hand again from Klitschko. Burns can't keep eating those. He's landing more shots, but Klitschko has tagged him twice here in the opening minute of round number 8. Burns tries to duck underneath it. Again, gets back to the body. Lands an uppercut and another one. So Burns finding the mark with the few, but he's paid a price here as well in this round 8. Oh, significant blows in a given round being landed here. We're still midway through. Jab from Klitschko finds the home. Burns goes for a wild right hand, doesn't find the mark. Burns again tries to go to the body. Klitschko protects it well. As things start to slow down again here in the final minute of the 8th. Up top and then to the ribs again from Klitschko. Klitschko now defending himself a bit better than he was earlier in the round. So we get to the final 30 seconds of the 8th. Burns digs one into the ribs. Another shot to the ribs. Klitschko protecting himself pretty well there, though. As the seconds tick away here in round number 8. So, the fighters retreat to their corners again. Neither fighter really marked up at all to this point. Klitschko's corner a bit happier with the effort at points in that round. It still felt like he didn't really do a ton. Particularly in the second half of that round, neither fighter really landed much of significance after the midway point. Klitschko did hammer him with a couple of good shots early in the round, but he took a couple of good shots from Burns too. Round 9 begins. The underdog Tommy Burns trying to give a good effort here. He keeps firing. Klitschko backs off. Any of that perhaps tilt a couple of close rounds in Burns' favor. This is the kind of fight where I think an awful lot of people will criticize Vitali Klitschko for not being more aggressive against a fighter he clearly has the physical advantage over. Right hand lands. And Burns keeps on coming, lands a jab, eats straight right, and then a couple of jabs from Klitschko. That's where the scorecards will reflect it, but people watching the bout likely thinking Klitschko should be trying to dominate Burns, and he has not made that effort. He's finding a home for the jab here in round 9. Right hand there. Burns gets out of dodge. Pops open a jab and then goes and lands a shot to the body. And trying to go to the body, but he can't get in tight enough on Klitschko to really get it done. As we approach the final minute of round 9. Upstairs right hand from Burns after Klitschko fell short with a couple of jabs. Body shot from Burns. Just trying to pick up some points. You could certainly make a case for Burns for the last 2 rounds and this round. I would be very surprised if any of the judges gave him all 3 of those rounds. But you can make a case that Burns has done more over those 3. So we'll have to see what the scorecards say. We will get to see the CompuBox scorecard, which is again unofficial, one more time at the end of round number 9 here. Fighters exchange at the bell, nothing lands. So we will head to round 10, Vitali Klitschko and Tommy Burns. Looking to see who advances to the semifinal in the LSUBF Initial Championship Tournament. Again, tons of great heavyweights not in the LSUBF as of yet. Check the scorecard, and wow. So the judge, I should say, a CompuBox has given Tommy Burns all 3 of the last 3 rounds. I was not expecting that, but if you believe the CompuBox scorecard, this is a 1-point fight heading into the 10th round. I'm not sure Klitschko's corner feels the same, although he has come out firing a bit more here in this 10th. Pops open a couple jabs, takes a couple of jabs from Burns, fires another couple. As Klitschko hit cruise control a bit too much in this bout. Pops with the jab, misses with the right. Burns fires. Fighters exchanging a bit more in this 10th round. Tommy Burns' corner clearly feels like he's in the fight. In Klitschko's corner, perhaps letting him know, hey, this is not in the bag by any stretch. Jab from Burns. Lands. Klitschko's jab goes over the head of Burns. Burns slips another one in there. Right hands, both of them miss. Catching right hands. Neither fighter connected. Burns tries to cover his. Klitschko tries to work the body. Tries for a short uppercut there. Klitschko stays out of reach. Jab up top from Burns. Short jabs on the inside from Klitschko. Right hand. Glancing blow off the side. Sticks another jab. Stays out of reach from Burns. Pops him again. Inside a minute 20 left. This would be a monumental upset if Tommy Burns is able to pull this off against Vitali Klitschko. I have him behind, but again, and CompuBox scorecard did too, but CompuBox's card only had him down by 1. I have him down 2. Klitschko sticks a jab inside 50 seconds. Burns perhaps wearing down a little bit, as he has been the aggressor throughout. By necessity. Well, that is his natural style anyway. To go to the body, protects himself well against a 4-punch series there from Klitschko, who then does land a straight right hand. But a right hand from Burns finds the mark. Tommy Burns by no means going meekly into the night. Klitschko lands a right, a couple of body shots, landed a left upstairs. Good sequence here from Klitschko late in round 10. Tries to work the body a little bit, goes for a right hand. Burns stays out of reach. Burns avoids the big shots. Crowd coming alive here at the close of this one. So we've got an interesting call here. And Vitali Klitschko takes the decision. Man, I really wish there was a pause there. I really wish there was a pause before going to the decision. It kind of takes away some of the suspense from it, but not really much I can do about that. So you'll see, so Klitschko did take the 10th round on all cards. So all 3 cards this time, on all 3 bouts tonight, three judges were all in lockstep with each other, which I have not seen that happen in the other cards where like all three bouts were like that. I do feel like Undisputed, the judges don't differentiate as much as they do in Fight Night Champion. They do kind of stay a little bit more formulaic in Undisputed, which I would like to be able to adjust, but yeah, but I mean it does differentiate sometimes. It differentiates a bit. I just feel like Fight Night Champions differential tends to be a little bit more realistic. But at the end of the night, Vitali Klitschko gets tested, but he holds on for the narrow but unanimous decision victory. Tommy Burns lands less than 30% of his blows. Again, a tough row to hoe there. Tommy Burns gave a terrific effort in this bout. But at the end of the night, Vitali Klitschko moves on to the semifinal of the LSUBF Heavyweight Tournament. Will join me again this Friday night for boxing here on the channel. It's a two-card week as I get back into the flow of things. I've been making some adjustments and stuff like that, as this is always a developing project, developing ratings formulas, etc. So I hope you will join me here as we get back into the rhythm with the LSUBF. We start out Friday with the junior lightweight contest. Oliver Flores takes on the tenacious Cornelius Boza Edwards. Then we will have the first bout in our super middleweight bracket as Chris Eubank, the number 2 ranked super middleweight in the world, will take on the tough Mexican fighter Gilberto Ramirez. And then in the main event, we return to the heavyweight bracket for the number 1 seed, Floyd Patterson, who has been so impressive thus far, 17-1-1 with 12 knockouts, as he takes on Hercules Ken Norton. Norton 13-1 as the 8th seed. All 13 of Norton's victories coming by knockout. Can Patterson continue? The winner of that bout between Patterson and Norton will face Vladimir Klitschko on the left side of the heavyweight bracket. Hope to see you then. Bang that like button if you haven't as of yet. Subscribe if you haven't as of yet. And most importantly, be good to each other. And we'll talk soon as the LSUBF Championship tournaments continue.